They walked in like ghosts. 12 years gone, and suddenly they appeared at my grandfather's will reading as if they'd never left me behind. My parents. They smiled at the lawyer. They patted my shoulder like strangers rehearsing affection. And when the executor read the numbers, $11 million, the mansion, the estate, they leaned back, smug. Of course, my father said, as his legal guardians, we'll manage it. My mother nodded, her hand reaching for mine as if love could be resurrected by money. They didn't notice my silence, but they noticed when the door opened, when my lawyer walked in. That's when their faces turned white. I was 6 the last time I saw them. I remember the cold air, the car pulling away, my small hand pressed against the window. They left me with my grandfather, an old man with sharp eyes and little patience. He wasn't gentle, but he was present. He raised me when they couldn't be bothered. He taught me to play chess, to hold my cards close, to never mistake blood for loyalty. At night, when I asked why my parents left, he would pour another drink and say, "People don't change, they reveal." I didn't understand then, I do now. I used to wait for them. Birthdays, holidays, a letter, a call, anything. Nothing came. I grew up with silence where love should have been. Silence and my grandfather's lessons. So when he died, I wasn't broken. I was prepared. And when I saw them walk into that room after 12 years, dressed in expensive coats, faces glowing with entitlement, something in me didn't ache. It sharpened. I'd already suspected they would come. Vultures always smell the corpse before the burial. That's why I planned. The will wasn't simple. My grandfather made sure of it. He left everything to me, but only if I was legally independent. Otherwise, guardianship could interfere. He anticipated them. So did I. My lawyer wasn't just any lawyer. He was the one my grandfather trusted most. The one who knew the history. The one who had handled the paperwork 12 years ago, when my parents abandoned me. That document, signed and sealed, stripped them of guardianship. They had no rights, no claim. And he carried it into the room like a weapon. I watched their confidence drain as the papers hit the table. My father's hand twitched. My mother whispered my name like a plea. The lawyer spoke clean, sharp words. "You relinquished guardianship 12 years ago. You have no standing here. None." The silence that followed was heavier than any scream. Their faces crumbled. The millions they thought were theirs dissolved in front of them. And all I did was sit still, let them drown in it. My father tried first. Anger. "This is a mistake. He's still a child. He can't manage this." I met his eyes, steady. "I've been managing myself since the day you left." Then my mother. Tears. "We had no choice back then. Please, you must understand." I cut her off with the faintest smile. "No, I finally do understand." The meeting ended quickly after that. They left in silence, their coats heavy on their shoulders, their pride shattered. And me? I stayed in the chair, breathing slow, steady. The mansion, the fortune, the freedom. All of it was mine, not because of luck, but because I'd learned their lesson better than they ever intended. People ask if I miss them. If some part of me longs for reconciliation, I don't. Because family isn't blood. Family is presence. And the ones who leave don't get to return when there's something to claim. They abandoned me once. I abandoned them forever. When I walk through the halls of the mansion at night, I sometimes hear my grandfather's voice. People don't change. They reveal. He was right. They revealed themselves 12 years ago. I revealed myself at the will reading. Not broken, not abandoned. Prepared. And when the door closed behind them, leaving me in that room of silence, I finally understood something else. Revenge doesn't always need fire. Sometimes it's just a document, a lawyer walking through a door, a truth laid bare, and the look on their faces when they realize it will never be theirs.